And electricity shortages like those in Kherson are being felt across Ukraine. Now, if the power is not restored, frigid winter temperatures could trigger a new humanitarian crisis. Add to this the colossal damage to the country's infrastructure. The Azovstal steel plant in Mariupol, a symbol of the country's resistance, once produced 4 million tons of steel a year before it was besieged. Yuriy Ryzhenkov is the CEO of Metinvest, owner of the Azovstal plant, and he joins me from London. Yuriy, thanks for being with us today. You know, we are 9 months into this war. Russia's attacks as of late certainly have clearly focused on infrastructure. I'm wondering, how challenging are operations for you?
Good afternoon, and thank you for inviting. It has been difficult for Metinvest, the same probably as for any Ukrainian over the last few weeks when Russia started targeting the infrastructure, especially the energy infrastructure. We had several times we had requests from the energy company to lower our consumption, and so we had to reduce the load which we're using at our plants. As the plants are first category plants with dangerous materials, we were not being cut off from the electricity completely, but we had to significantly lower our consumption and use our own generation to support the system. At the same time, we used to that before in 2014, 2015, we had similar experience in Donbas region, again in the same war with Russia. So we know the drills. As for the civilian population, as for the employees of our company, we are preparing a plan B for the winter. If everything goes bad and we do have blackouts in big cities like Kiev or like Zaporizhia or any other cities, then we should have special plan B for all of our employees and their member of the families where they can stay to survive, to be in the warmth and with electricity.
And Yuriy, I want to ask, in addition to some of those challenges, just operationally, we got these comments from the Ukraine's energy minister to the Financial Times, essentially saying that, look, warning that it could take more companies under state control if they do not fully back the war effort. I'm curious, are you concerned at all about your company and these nationalization efforts?
Well, as you probably know, as the viewers might have known, Metinvest and sister company DTEC has started to help the country in this warfare from the very first days. And we supply a lot of military protection equipment, including bulletproof vests, including shelters for our defenders, and the whole company has turned, as we say, to the war rails, its operations. So in a sense, Metinvest could be an example of how a business can help the country in the war times to get to the victory.
Yeah, and I take your point absolutely that the war is first priority. I do also wonder, though, as a business leader, as an executive, are you concerned about the type of message that type of nationalization sends to the larger international business community about doing business in Ukraine?
Well, of course, that's never like perfect message, and I think the government should be very clear on the reasons why this nationalization took place, and they should make those reasons public so that the overall business community, the overall world financial community understands the reasoning behind it and the justice that has been done there.
I want to talk a little bit about your employees. How are your employees doing? We know that you have a decent amount of your employees who have served in the Ukrainian army. We know that, I saw some reporting that 500 people, either current employees or spouses of employees, including children and civilians, have also been killed that are associated with Metinvest. I mean, how are your employees doing? How are your workers doing?
Well, we still have about 10% of Metinvest workforce. More than 7,000 employees of Metinvest are serving in the Ukrainian army right now, and we're doing whatever we can to help them to get equipped with the protective clothing, with like the bulletproof vests, with the helmets and so on. And we're proud that our employees defending our country. But at the same time, I think the employees that are still at the mills, still at the shops, they're not less important to the country and to our victory, because they're in a way the economic front of this war, and they're doing quite a lot to support the company to make Metinvest able to support our army and Ukraine in this fight. And I'm sure pretty much that all of them understand their importance, and they're very proud of the recent victories that we have seen in Kharkiv region and, of course, in Kherson, which is very touching.
Yeah. And speaking of some of the things that you've done just to show your support for the army, show your support for Ukraine, I understand you're also wearing a very special bracelet that you hope that will also be able to fundraise. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, yes, we do have this Azovstal bracelet. We discovered that we had the last batch, which left Azovstal just before the war, and was still available. So we came to the authorities with a proposal that we can donate this steel for whatever purpose is necessary, and the presidential initiative, this United 24 platform, took a lead on that. They got steel from us. They employed a jeweler who made those bracelets and sold those bracelets on this platform throughout Ukraine, and the New Post company delivered free of charge those bracelets to the ones who bought it. And all of the funds that were raised from that initiative, they were spent to buy drones, the army of drones for the Ukrainian army.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck in your fundraising efforts. Yuriy Ryzhenkov, the CEO of Metinvest. Thank you.
Thank you.